Okay, my name's George Dergo. I'm from Morris, Illinois, and we got started wrestling in Morris, Illinois. It was in the junior high, and a person named Paul Benson came in and started junior high wrestling. There was high school wrestling at the high school, and my father got involved with the high school wrestling, but we actually started the junior high program and wrestled through the IKWF. And that program's still going on in Morris. It's at Shabana School. And I wrestled through the junior high starting in 6th grade. We got some mats and got in the cafeteria and practiced through there. And then I had the opportunity to wrestle in high school also. And it was a fun time in high school. We always had a pretty competitive high school team, and that was back in the 70s. And I wrestled on some pretty competitive teams and ended up, my brother that's a year older than me ended up being the first state champion for Morris, and then I ended up the next year taking a 3rd place in the state tournament and had fun and went on from there and competed at Illinois State University for a year and transferred over to Joliet Junior College and wrestled for Hank Pillard, who's a big name in the wrestling world. And we had a real successful team. We had a lot of top guys on that. I think we ended up 2nd in the nation, or one top 5. I wasn't really prepared, but we did a real good job. And I moved on from Joliet Junior College and went to Western Illinois and wrestled at Western and had a good time and finished my career off. I never got into a national medals match, but I wrestled at the nationals and competed at that level and did some, back in the day, some Olympic ladder wrestling and got to wrestle quite a few Olympians. I got to wrestle Dave Schultz a couple times and some other big name guys. So we were rubbing shoulders, our little group was rubbing shoulders with some of the big time Olympians. So I got my taste of wrestling and then came back and got a job at Shabana School being a wrestling coach and had a good time. And that set my career being an educator and being a coach and ended up at the high school in Morris High School. And being the coach there, I got to set my sights on most wins in high school history at Morris High School, and ended up coaching a lot of state medalists, and then had my sons both involved. My oldest son was a state qualifier in wrestling, and my younger son was a 2-time state champ who got to go on to University of Illinois and compete there, which took me all around the nation with Mark Johnson and Jim Heffernan to compete on that level, and he did a good job. We got to travel around the country, and so wrestling's been real good, and the teaching profession was real good. I ended up being an administrator in the end, but you know, the wrestling's what I came back for and got into education and wanted to be a coach, and it's done it's been a big part of my whole family's life. So with my dad being the coach and then me getting the coach and my sons wrestling, it was fun and it really set the stage for our whole lives, and it's been good.